Hello, everyone. I'm really happy to share this topic with you. We're going to talk about a little bit of the English roots and how our English and Spanish linked, and how the English language impacts or Mexican culture. So, this is a little bit of roots of English language. The English language originated from the Germanic languages brought to Britain by Anglo Saxon migrants. Vikings were also a big influence in the English language through lexical, lawyering, and grammatical simplification. Also, the Norman conquest, which they incorporated a large amount of Old French vocabulary. So, English has also been influenced by Latin, Dutch, and Africans. English is a constantly changing language that has incorporated new words from different cultures. So we really don't know the very beginning of the English language, but we do know that it has many borrowings from different languages. So even if we don't know it, but we all share a good amount of similar words. So, how are English and Spanish linked? So, English has adopted many words from French, that is a sister language to Spanish. Many words in English and Spanish have similar sounds, appearances, and meanings. For example, fotografía, photograph, cóctel, cocktail, suéter, sweater, bistec, beef steak. So both of the languages use a Roman alphabet and they have similar basic sentence structure. For example, in Spanish, the noun comes before the adjective, but in English, the adjective comes before the noun. For example, the black cat, el gato negro. So in Spanish, the noun comes first. So, how the English language impacts our language, our Mexican language, impacts in so many ways, and it is because we Mexicans we migrate to our country, United States. So we have a lot of migration, and then why? How does it impact? Well, economically, English is seen as a key to economic and social advancement in Mexico to attract international investment, especially in areas where there's a large amount of tourism. Well, the people that work there, well, they know how to speak English. That way, they can attract more visitors, and and we're making them lazy because they don't try to speak our language. But since we're not good economically, well, we try to attract them by speaking their language. Another one, um, language use. So, English is ubiquitous in Mexican everyday life. English words have become part of the everyday Spanish vocabulary, especially for food and sports. We have words like basketball, hot dog. So yeah, we take some words from them. And then there's the Spanglish, that we take words from the English language and then we give it a little twist with Spanish. For example, uh, park, to park. And then we say parquear, which is really wrong, but we do um, have those words. Another one would be education. So it's really important in Mexico for kids to start learning from a. So in conclusion, we know that learning English it's really important since we are neighbors with an English speaking country. And then we have a lot of migration. But there's one thing we don't need to forget. Let's try not to forget is that we have a beautiful culture, language, and values. Thanks for listening.